So hello friends, welcome again. Please read the disclaimer once. So in this video, we will try to learn about this combined delta rule code explanation and as well as strategy explanation also, because there is nothing much to be explained. So before going forward, I hope you all have gone through this only code video of this combined delta rule. One thing I wanted to correct in this code is that at 126 timings by mistake I added these things that I have not added hedges. What I wanted to say was I have already added the hedges, so the margin requirement is less in this. If you don't add hedges, this margin requirements will be around, you should keep around 2 lakhs per lot. So this is the one correction which I found out lately, so I think I should tell you guys this. This is most obvious things, because if you have already gone through the video and code, then you already know that I have already added the hedges part. This one thing I wanted to clarify with you all guys. So let's start. So basically let's understand the strategy first. What we do is we first buy hedges according to your desired strike or based on your desired delta value. Then we sell 0.4 delta CE and call and put. Now what are the adjustments? Suppose at the time of entry our call delta is 0.4, our put delta is minus 0.4 for example. So suppose market went up, so this call delta for example have become 0.45, this put delta suppose has become 0.34. This is just the hypothetical situation only. So now we will check the difference between this delta value. Here difference is 0. As you can see, if you add them, 0.4 plus minus 0.4 is equal to 0, as you all know. Now let's add this 0.45 plus put delta will always be minus. In Tradetron, individual leg delta will be always be minus. So this automatically means 0.45 minus 0.34 is equal to, difference is approx 11, as you know. Now suppose market went down, then this will be like reverse, like here our call delta, if market went down, it might be 0.34 and our put delta would be minus 0.45. so if we add them, so suppose 0.34 plus minus 0.45, I am writing this like this because we have used this condition in our code, if you have already gone through, which basically means 0.34 in minus 0.45 equal to minus 0.11. so difference between both the call and put at present is minus 0.11. so we are adjusting at 0.15 or minus 0.15 difference between call and put at any given time. So for example, if call delta reaches 0.5 and put delta reaches at minus 0.35, so here difference is 0.15. then also we will exit our already sold legs, both the legs, we will exit both the legs and re-enter in 0.4 and minus 0.4 call and put strikes again. So this is the strategy basically. In same way, if our put delta reaches suppose from 0.4 to minus 0.5 and our call delta reaches suppose 0.4 to 0.35, here also our difference is minus 0.15 in delta values of both the legs, sold leg. So we'll exit both sold legs and we will re-enter again in 0.4 call and minus 0.4 put deltas. So in this way this adjustment will keep on doing till your end of the day strategy stopping time which you have set. So it doesn't mean that we wait for 0.35 or 0.5 value only. See, the difference is we have to calculate difference of delta values, either it should be minus 0.15 or it should be greater than 0.15. So suppose there is lot of decay happening and your call delta is from 0.4 to only 0.42, but your put delta is from minus 0.4 to suppose 0.27, then also our delta difference would be 0.15 and we will exit all the conditions. In same way, if your put delta is at minus 0.42 only and our call delta is at 0.27, so at that time our net delta difference would be at minus 0.15, then also we will exit both the legs and we will re-enter in same delta values at that time. So in this way this strategy keep on doing changes. So now let's check the notification log of this deployment which I have shared with you guys already, so that we get to know that whether TT is actually, here TT means Tradetron, as you guys all know, is actually doing adjustment as per our requirement or not. So let's check that. So this is universal and exit condition. We want to see adjustment conditions. Here also it's not there. Today actually there is no adjustment have happened. Okay, yesterday at 9:49 AM one adjustment happened. So let's check that. What was the delta difference according to Tradetron? So here you can see all the parameters, like right now time is 9:49 and as we have entered, time should be less than 15:27. So it's checking that also, that whether time is less than 15:27 or not. Then net quantity of 111 and 112 is equal to minus 50. So this is our exit condition, as you know. You know what? Why? Let's check our conditions also with these notification logs, so that you guys be able to better understand the conditions. So let's start this notification log from 9:16 onwards. Okay, so this is 9:16 of yesterday, 2nd Jan. So Tradetron is checking whether time is greater than 9:16 and less than 15:27. So yes, it is fulfilled. Then net quantity of our hedges is not equal to 0, means hedge has already been taken. Okay, so this is entry condition for our hedges, not of set 1. As you can see, it checked this set 2 entry condition which are for hedges. So all quantity of Nifty band is equal to 0. So it's checking that whether all quantity of Nifty band is equal to 0. Yes, then it will buy call and put hedge. And after buying that hedges, now it's checking set 1 entry conditions. Now some people would have questions in their mind that our first hedges have taken at 9:16 and 20 second up to 26 second. Then why at 9:17 it started to check the conditions for set 1 entry conditions? So because, as I have mentioned also yesterday, that we have set this check condition at every 1 minute. So it will, once the hedges have bought, then it will again start to check conditions from set 1 onwards after 1 minute completed. So that's why it started to check conditions at 9:17. In testing phase of this strategy of delta based strategies, if I set the conditions as check continuously, then what I found is many times strategy would exit enter in loop motion. I don't know why that was happening, because according to some sources, delta value get updated at every 2 or 3 minutes, I guess. So it should not have been happened if we use check continuously also, but in Tradetron it was not performing very well as per the logic if I set the check conditions at every check continuously. So that's why I use this 1 minute condition check. And again, if you use any simulator like Opstra, there also they give you check condition at every 1 minute or 5 minute forwarding options, like 15-minute forwarding options only. There is not any continuous checking available. So that's why here it start its condition checking at 9:17. Now this is our entry condition builder of set 1. So let's check that. So this is set 1 entry condition builder, where we have kept time should be greater than 9:16 and less than 15:27, because that's our EOD exit time. and both the hedge legs should not be 0, means their net quantity should not be 0 at present. So Tradetron is checking that yes, that the time is greater than 916, obviously at 970. Net quantity of our call hedge is 50, put hedge is equal to 50 already, so it's not equal to 0 basically, and time is less than this 1527. So it bought both the call and it sold both the call and put of delta 0.4 value. Now this is our first adjustment. So at 949 we exited. So at 949 we exited. This condition fulfilled at 949? Obviously no, right? So that's why we have kept over here that its time is still not greater than 327. So that means our this delta difference condition must have been fulfilled. So let's check that. What we need to check? So Tradetron will check both the legs, both the sold legs, I must say, are present, because we have used net quantity of 111 is equal to call sold leg and 112 is our put sold leg. So this is net quantity 111, 112. These are all basic stuff I've already covered in my initial videos. So you can check that out if you have doubts in this basic. So we are checking both the legs should be present at present, and whether delta difference of both is greater than or equal to 0.15 or delta difference is less than or equal to minus 0.15. So Tradetron will check regarding that. So time is 949, obviously not greater than 1527. Okay, Tradetron has checked this one first block. Now it will check another block that our call sold leg quantity is not equal to 0 because it's minus 50. Put sold leg quantity is also not equal to 0 because it's minus 50. Then it will check both the delta at that time. So you can see here it have added both the delta difference and it has given us value of 0. This long. Basically we need these three numbers only, 0.17, which is greater than 0.15. So which means we should exit both the legs. Now it will give you individual delta value of the legs also at that time, like 111 individual delta value at this 949 time was at 0.49 and put delta value was at minus 0.31, and difference of both these, so 0.49 minus 0.31, so difference is, as you all know, 0.17, which is, I should say, greater than 0.15. So due to this condition we exited at 949. So most of the doubts of your queries, you can find the answers in notification logs of your deployment. It clearly mentions that due to which condition you exited, due to which condition this adjustment happened. So I guess there is not much to be understand in this. This universal exit means if our both the sold legs net quantity is equal to 0 and then time is greater than 327, then we will exit. This I have added because at that time there was no option like exit shorts first in Tradetron. So at that time this strategy was made, but now you can easily add the hedges and add the sell legs, and then simply in universal exit give time is greater than 1527. No need to use this condition if you want to, because Tradetron will automatically exit the short legs first if you give this box a yes click. So I guess this is it. One more thing I wanted to tell you guys, because this was the common doubts between all the people. Like here Tradetron shows delta values differently than what we use in another platforms. So if I want to fetch current delta value of this strike price, what should it be? So basically nothing to do. Here it's your net quantity present and here it's your net delta present. So you have to divide this with this net quantity. So suppose 43,600 call delta Tradetron is showing like minus 19, so minus 0.19. So divide it with this net quantity, whatever net quantity present, so divide it by 50. I'm not using minus because we are checking for two lots. So this is 0.00. Okay, sorry, by mistake I did this. Minus 19 divided by this quantity 50. So your call delta is currently 0.38. Because it's call delta, you can ignore this minus sign, because call delta will always be positive in Tradetron. And similarly your put delta, so 20 divided by minus 50, 20 divided by, let's do minus 50, 20 divided by 50, so it's still at 0.4 level only. So delta difference is, as you know, 0.4 minus 0.38. So till now the delta difference between both the legs is 0.02 only. Put delta will always be minus, like if it gives you 20 divided by 50, then it will be always minus 0.4 only for put individual leg delta, and for call it will be always positive number. So in this way you can calculate the delta values on Tradetron, which is shown here, and this applies to all the option Greeks, which is shown here, as you know. Instead only IV is shown in proper manner. So that's it, guys. One more thing I wanted to tell, that I have used next week expiry in both the places, but if you want to use current week expiry, then it's up to you, because basically the original strategy which was requested uses current week expiry only. So you have to select current week here, and in find strike also, in select expiry box you have to use 0 here and week here, because if you want to work in current week expiry. Another thing is, you can play around with these delta numbers also, like if you want to enter in 0.5 delta values or 0.3 delta values to be more conservative PNL fluctuation wise, or you can give adjustment differences also, like instead of a difference of 0.15 numbers here, you can try with suppose 0.2, 0.1, or instead of giving these standard numbers both these sides, you can choose to use less number here and more number here. Reason being, you must know that if market falls, it falls with very rapid pace, while if market is increasing, then there will be slow movements on upside. So basically whenever put delta increases, we can assume that it will increase in a very rapid pace. So if we are exiting at this difference, we will mostly exit in loss or less profit. This is purely based on assumption. So suppose you can try that here we will exit at suppose minus 0.11, and this you can keep it same as it is, like, because at this time the call delta value will be higher than put, and here put delta value will be higher than call. So at this time you can exit early, and here if call delta is increasing, then you can assume that market is trending up, and we can stay a little bit longer than if market is going down. So in this way, these kind of variations you can try. Another some variations are also there which have been requested by some other users also after seeing this only code video. So I'll try to make them also on Tradetron, and if they are also working properly, I'll release videos of them also. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. So thank you.